Good afternoon, everyone. Kitty Foster, your storytelling astrologist, reader of the stars for the 26th and the 27th of August. This is quite the week. This is that ride on the dragon between eclipses, so much being cleared. As you know, we've lost some celebrities, some really kind hearted celebrities that have made an impact more than just Dolly Parton, Tim Curry, just so many it seems. And that often happens in this time between eclipses. This is not just about the thinning of the veil. This is the ride into what brings us harmony, what that Pisces uncovers. Pisces has that flavor of it's the last energy of the zodiac. It is water. It is the deep understanding. And very recently, I was told, and because I asked the question, that our emotions, our feelings are the evolution for the universe. How we use them, how we align, how we understand it. We are feeling beings who think and pay attention to what we sign up for, what illusions, what reality, what is happening as things crumble. But it's not them crumbling as much as it's things coming through. I'm watching this thing in the front of my head. So, and that's kind of the energy. There is a squirrel kind of energy that takes you off into another direction. It's pretty amazing, actually. So let's talk about the 26th. So the 26th, we have our moon still in Aquarius. Aquarius is that visionary energy, and it's very strong because it connects us. We had Mercury on the 25th move into Virgo, which is its rulership, and that's about clear communication. That's about being able to set the boundaries. That's about asking for what you want in the house of service. It's the 6th house. It's service. It's pattern. It's the as below in the above. It is the dodecahedron that we are. This understanding of what is illusions and what is reality is in this trip on that dragon really, really aligning us to what it is we need to ask for and what it is we are truly seeing. So let's take a look at the 26th. So we start with our moon not in a conversation at all with that Cancer Mars, that Mars Cancer that is always having us pivot to try to figure out where our will is. And it makes sense that during this period, this travel into Pisces with the tail being Virgo, and now the sun is Virgo, moving us forward, putting those patterns together in service, that we have to pivot. We have to figure out where does our will go until it is clear. This is a time of clarity. This is a time where we step forward. There is an opposition with our Jupiter energy, which is in Leo right now. What are we expanding about ourselves? What truths are coming forward? What are we learning? One of the ways we're able to deal with that is to activate the structures we're participating in, or the building of our new structures, our new understanding. Very important as we learn there's a bigger overall picture of the patterns. And what I was told is that our feelings are the evolution. So learning that they're activations for us to learn, and that we have the ability to influence by just feeling them and not assigning them a property, an idea, a pattern, until something clearly steps forth. So learning to sit with that. The sun is not in a conversation with our visionary energy, so it's working on those smaller pieces to show you patterns. Do not be surprised if strange memories, things you've thought about, show up. People you haven't seen or talked about in years show up, and something new that reminds you of a pattern steps forward. What moves us forward is paying attention to those pieces, being clear about what we are understanding, and then just feeling, there's an idea, just feeling and moving forth. This is the end of an era. We've already arrived, but we are actually now seeing the end of that. Meanwhile, working in the background is Venus, what we cherish, what we honor. In Libra, her own rulership energy, what is beautiful in this visionary energy that we are tuning into, because that is the reality you are creating when you pay attention to that. And it's not just about attention. Things are showing up in front of you to go, okay, that's something new. And learning to sit, Virgo, we're putting those pieces together. Meanwhile, what the responsibility we need to take is not clear. It's kind of working separately from the sun and what moves us forward with all those pieces. So, just like our will that's on a pivot, so is the responsibility in this new understanding of spirit. And again, asking, answer, seek knowledge, ask, I'm not understanding, bring me a piece of clarity. And then listening, pausing, because it is in that quiet that patterns emerge and things we don't have to make sense because they make sense for us. Then on the 27th, getting ready for that eclipse on the 28th, we have the moon that moves in the early morning hours into Pisces to where that eclipse will take place. That Pisces energy has been around for a couple of years. We are getting some more clarification about it. And we arrive. We arrive with, first of all, our Mercury energy is not in a conversation with our Pluto nor our Neptune energy. Again, that Neptune asking us to take responsibility, understand what our responsibility and what the vision is working on its own. Trust the process, trust the spiral, trust. Trust yourself when you quiet and you listen to all of the parts. This is about bringing all of those parts online. And what's going to happen on the 28th, I will be back on the 28th, is a lot of awakening, rather chaotic, but it's awakening. And it's awakening in our understanding of the vision, our understanding and activation of who we are and our pieces. Meanwhile, Mercury is in a conversation, a clear conversation with the pieces that move us forward. So pay attention to those and don't worry about the others if you can. Find some time to be quiet. Find some time to surround yourself with the people that bring you forward and who are willing to let you be you. You do you, boo. I'm Kitty Foss. I will be back on Friday. Namaste.